All right, welcome to the Cannon Cross Show. I've got my god brother on there, ready to talk about the big fight tonight with Joyce and Chisora. And he's going to tell me what he thinks because he sees himself as some kind of boxing connoisseur, always doing this analysis when we're talking in our spare time. So I thought I'd just record this session so he can show the world what he knows. Cuz, with that to say, what do you think tonight then with Joyce and
I think
Chisora?
I think it goes to 12, I think
Mm.
it goes to 12.
The
I
distance.
think if I'm right, it's Trezora's last fight with Saab and Heron, so and obviously Joyce has got a point to prove, so yeah, man, I think it goes the whole 12. I don't see any of them stopping each other.
Mm. Yeah, now to be fair, my instinct tells me that Joyce is going to stop him. He's going to keep him on the end of the rangefinder with a jab, and he's going to find either a right cross or a left hook to put Jazor on his backside. I remember
I don't I
Jazor's
don't
had a lot of devastating defeats over the years. Remember, he's in the double figures. He's like a journeyman when it comes to the losses, and he's had some serious ones against lesser fighters. So that's why I say that.
okay. No, I hear you, but I just think styles wise, they're not really like the only time I've seen Joyce put on a good performance is when the Bois fight really for me. I know what he done to Parker, but that's the fight where I see a different type of I saw a different type of potential in it from that fight there. So he ain't
No,
really
Chisora's
wild.
got a serious level because he's a man that I remember when I saw him fight Vitali years ago, and I couldn't believe he gave Vitali loads of trouble, and Vitali couldn't really hit him like I hit Lennox. And we all know that Lennox is the grandfather in England for heavyweight boxing, but he
Mm.
Vitali, as you know, had Lewis in serious trouble before he lost on cuts. But Chisora come out of there fresh face. And I don't know, some people say it's because Vitali was coming to the end of his career and he weren't the same. But I said for his pedigree, you'd thought he'd at the time because Chisora was barely European level at the time, and he couldn't stop Chisora, especially with the bobbing and weaving and coming underneath with the long punches. But since then, he's had some serious losses, and the mileage on the clock, the amount of punishment he's taken, I can't see the way he fights. Always coming forward, pressure fighter. That's to me, that's meat and drink for Joyce, especially that he's got the physical advantages over him. If Chisora was taller and had similar attributes, then I would say yeah, he would go the distance possibly. But yeah, and Joyce's chin is better. To be fair, he's more durable. Only Zanga's blasted him, so and Chisora has been knocked out by all and sundry. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't see it going past that, especially the way he lost to Dillian as well. And Joyce has got a serious left hook. That's the same punch that knocked out Parker, cleaned him out. So if he catches Chisora like that, I don't see Chisora surviving.
Fair enough. Fair
Mm,
enough.
mm,
I'm just saying, styles wise, for me, like um, they're not like the top tier of the heavyweights. Like you know what I'm saying. So it's just yeah, I just see it going to 12 like a slugfest. That's what I see.
mm. Yeah, no, yeah, I think it'd be a slugfest because obviously Joyce is a man, the pressure fighter as well, always comes forward. But uh, Chisora, the head movement might make him survive for longer than the 6, 7 rounds that I think he's gonna go. But the way he looked against Fury, if he comes out like he did against Fury, Joyce would stop him. Yeah, I remember Fury carried. Remember we was talking before. Fury
Mm.
carried Chisora that fight because of their friendship. Yeah, lots of times he had him in trouble, and he refused to put pressure on him to get him out of there. He was like he's trying to draw it out and make sure it didn't hurt him too bad. And even then, his face would swell up. He gassed out. He was out on his feet towards the end. Mm. So, and Joyce has got serious conditioning and fitness. He always throws punches. Mm. I don't see him
Like
from his fitness.
matchup wise, it's definitely a good fight.
Mm. Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
it's a
not
good. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
no
it's a good
fight.
fight.
It's not no fight what you're paying
Mm,
crazy amounts to watch. But like as a matchup fight, yeah, it's a good fight.
it's true. It is a good fight
It
matchup.
could
So,
go. It could go either way.
mm.
That's how I look at it. It could go either way.
Are you
So
think
yeah,
what you think Giselle's got a chance of knocking him out?
not knocking them out, but I think he's got a chance of like winning on points.
Well, nah, I can't see it, man, because Joyce has got a good jab. Remember, when people were saying Dubois was going to thing, and I said, no, Joyce is going to beat Dubois. And they were like, no, no way. Dubois, heavier hitter, younger, fresher, fought at a better level than him. But I said, yeah, yeah, maybe professionally. But I said, have you forgot Joyce's amateur background? You see what I mean? Silver, what was he, a silver medalist? Yeah. And he had a better amateur career than what Chisora did. You see what I mean? And
Yeah,
I said, no, I can't see. I said, yeah, when he beat Dubois, people were surprised, but I weren't. Because you saw it fractured eye socket just from his rangefinder, just from the jab. So where Chisora with other people, he can unsettle them with the switch hitting and then the constant pressure, yeah, and the close quarter fighting. That's all right for people that struggle with his physicality. Like shorter fighters like Usyk. Usyk struggled with him because again the head movement, the bobbing and weaving, and
yeah,
then Usyk didn't have that long jab to keep him away. Yeah.
no, for
You
real.
seen it when apart from David Price, when he knocked out David Price, and David Price has got something wrong with him because you blow on him and he falls over. There's something wrong. He's got congenital defect. So that man they ain't supposed to do combat fighting because no matter how strong and fast he's and heavy hitting, he's not very durable. You shouldn't be in heavyweight boxing if you ain't got a certain amount of punch resistance because any kind of half decent fighter now with a reasonable bang will unsettle you. That's why he looked so terrific against him. So he knew he just had to wait for his opportunity because even in that fight, Price buzzed him. And even though he's buzzed, when Price went to rush to finish him now, Chisora just threw the kitchen sink at him, caught him, and he was out. You see it? But Joyce is a lot more durable. He's not going to do that. He's going to have to be consistent pressure to unsettle him like that, like Zhang did. And he don't hit as hard as Zhang, so I just can't see it. I would say 80% Joyce knockout, 60-40 for a points win for Joyce. Mm,
That's a good result. That's a good matchup.
mm. Yeah, did you see his headbutt the other day? He headbutted one Deliveroo driver the other day, Chisora. Yeah, that must be gassing him up. Mm, that must be gassing him up because the way he's been talking in the build-up is disrespectful and
Yeah,
telling Joyce
he's been talking.
he's
He's
rolled
been
and he.
talking spice. He's been talking spicy, but like he said, it was the only one I ain't seen him really talk spicy to is Fury. But other than that, like here and there, actually in that press conference, they said a few things, a few spicy things. But other than that, this one, yeah, he's been talking spicy with Joyce. But I think that's because Joyce kind of don't know what to throw back at him, if you know what I mean. So that's why he just feels that it's easy, and that's why he's cussing his team and whatnot.
Mm. Yeah, to be fair, remember Joyce is not the best orator, is he? He's not the best at the talking. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
he should just stay in his lane. He's he's been in the industry for years, and every time he does a press conference, it's like he buffle shuffles. I don't know if it's the headshots as well because he's starting to miss words now and stutter, and then he's not
okay.
very fluent. So even when he does make quips that are supposed to be just like people find it a bit odd, his sense of humor. He's not. Yeah, he's not a man for that. Really, he needs to go down the Sonny Liston route, I think, because he's had years to develop himself, and he's still not very good at selling fights or thing. To be fair, he seems to be better on social media on Twitter because I see some of the things he said that I've even chuckled at when he told the boy and Joshua, "Listen, my youth, you see, I'm calling." Yeah, I was laughing, but when he actually gets him in front of the camera and he has to speak, he buffle shuffles. I detect a bit of nerves, and then because he's not fluent and he ums and ahs. Chisora has to do all that to make sure people get out. Oh, it's real conflict here. It's a
Yeah.
real feud.
No, no, for
But
real. He has to sell.
it's all WWE stuff that the war
Yeah,
words.
No, no,
Mm,
for real.
yeah, but yeah, he ain't. He's like watching paint dry when.
Certain people, certain boxers just do crazy stuff to sell the fight. Anyway,
Mm,
it's getting crazy disrespectful, or
mm,
especially the ones you could see that really ain't like that, but they're just doing it to sell the fight because like their opponent's a big name or whatnot. See
mm.
that a lot.
Yeah, 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 of course, yeah. You have to because obviously it's to generate interest. So I don't mind that. How much times we see people argue and say some vicious things to each other, push and shove, the handbags come out, and then afterwards they're hugging at the end of the fight. I never
No,
get
for
drawn. I stopped getting drawn in by that stuff since I was like 21. So they have to sell the fight in it, and they have to make them believe that there's a real conflict there. Otherwise, people won't show no interest. They just think, oh, it's just another one, another boxing match.
yeah,
Yeah, so. But yeah, it should be thing because they're both people that come forward and they want to win by knockout. So I expect it to be exciting for a few rounds before Chisora gasses and goes to sleep.
but Joyce was talking big talk as well. He's like he's gonna knock him out. So
Yeah, he should
see,
believe in himself. He should believe in himself. Yeah, because Chisora doesn't have the tools like Zhang. People say, "Oh, look how Zhang dealt with him." I said, "Yeah, Zhang is a massive puncher." And he's just as tall as Joyce, so Joyce can't hide behind the jab against him. He has to constantly be in contact. You see? So when you can't rest and hide behind the jab and move around with the lateral movement, the footwork, of course you're gonna get sparked. Yeah, no matter
so
how
do,
big he is.
do, do you think if Zhang faced Chisora, it'll be worse than Joyce?
Yeah, yeah, I do. Because just Chisora, not only is he shot, his
Because I
punching
know
is not as good, and
that's
his,
what
his stamina is not.
that's what that's what he was pressing on him in the press conference as well. Like, how
Mm.
did you make Zhang do that to you and stuff like that? So
Yeah, yeah,
that's
it's,
what
it's yeah, it's just to get up in his nose. It's to irritate him. Anyone can say that, isn't it? It's like
Mm.
they could tell Ali you lost to a man that only had 7 pro fights when Spinks beat him. They said, "How is one of the greatest of all time losing to a rookie?" So yeah, obviously he had the Parkinson's and he was shocked. So he weren't fighting the alley of like the mid 60s to the mid 70s. He weren't fighting the alley. But people say, yeah, because of the name on the record, it looks good. But we all know he weren't the same. It's like when people say, oh, Roy Jones Jr. gets spark. How much time he get knocked out? But I said, yeah, because he's shot. He's shot. He ain't the same physically. He's gone. That's like me saying, I beat up Ali when he couldn't walk and talk. I punched up Muhammad Ali. You know how people are. A lot of lay people, cause is talk rubbish on social media. They go around the fight scene a bit. Yeah, it's paying their money, and then they think because they got an opinion, it's a qualified one. No, it's like backsides, it's like arseholes, isn't it? Everyone have one. Only certain man's opinion is qualified, and a lot of the donuts in social media and the trolls and the club fighters who think they know a bit because they've been in the ring to all start talking like experts. He's like, look at that time when I showed you how Gavante was saying that, yeah, Spence beats Crawford all day long. I was sniggering. And people say, oh, shut up, Sean. He's a world champion. He's in the scene. I said, yeah, but they make mistakes regular with their predictions. I said, I'll
no,
show
but
you. I've got a list of them.
I got shut up as well because I had Spence to win as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. See, yeah, but I had forfeit to win by knockout as well. I won some good money in that fight. So yeah, but I just couldn't see when people saying things, said, nah, Spence ain't the same. I said I seen Kell Brook give him trouble. I said the Crawford's superior technically, better lateral movement with his head, better knockout ratio. So I said obviously might not be hitting harder for his weight, but I said for Crawford's weight, he's a banger as well. And then he's got the Mayweather IQ as well. I said no, I couldn't ever see that. But enough of them man said nah. Spence got the armor. It's like a man going in there with body armor. One's got plastic and one's got Kevlar. I said, what are you talking about? How can you be elite fight and watch the game? That's what you know is a lot of it is friendship and who they like and who they get along with.
Yeah.
They can
No,
cloud
no,
their judgment.
definitely,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
Yeah, yeah, it's never that. It's like when that Lyndon Arthur beat my man, what's his name, Yard. Yeah? I told people,
Mm.
said, listen, the way Yard is at the moment with his head top, yeah, and the fact that he lost his parents in lockdown, I said, I think he's got a good chance of beating him. It was 2-1. So I put like a £30 on that. You see it? People say, what are you doing? You lost your money there. Nah, nah, nah. I said, nah, nah, nah. There's no way. I said the way he's thinking and the way Lyndon's jab is as well, and the way he controls distance and the movement. I said, no, I don't see him beating him like that. Even though the second time, yeah, I did destroy him. Mm. But yeah, you got anyone can see the obvious factors like, oh, Spence was the bigger man. Crawford's coming up a division. He ain't fought man like Spence. But to me, Spence is an up and down fighter, straight up and down. Yeah, he hasn't got the skills of Crawford, and he don't have the punch power of Crawford. He don't have the IQ of Crawford either. So that for me, when you tick them boxes, there was no way Spence was going to win that. Said his best thing would have probably to be use the reach and the physical attributes and he try and jab and move like he did against what's that little man that he beat up again? Was it Garcia?
Gamboa.
No, Mikey. Was it Mikey Garcia? That little man that
Oh
they
yeah,
said, yeah,
Garcia,
yeah, yeah.
Garcia.
That's the time when I thought, rah, Spencer's improved his actual boxing skills. But
Yeah,
I couldn't think.
he looked impressive in that
Yeah, he
fight.
did. He was terrific. I said,
What?
rah, Philly shell, shoulder roll, lateral movement. But that was against a little midget. You see it? That's
Yeah, he
against
was
a little
out.
midget.
And I
Mm.
swear, if I'm right, Mikey come up. Was it two or
Yeah,
three
yeah,
weight?
yeah, yeah. And he still couldn't clean him out. What do you think would happen if Crawford done that? Crawford would have put that to sleep. Yeah, yeah. So I knew from then all that thing about, oh yeah, Spencer's got more armor. I said, yeah, he's got the better record at the time of winning. He beat all the champions in his division to win the belt. Yeah. And, he'd been around, durable. You see what I mean? Enough fitness, pressure, constant pressure. But I said, yeah,
And from the car accidents as well. You have to
yeah,
give
yeah,
him
yeah.
credit
Saying
for
that,
that.
look, when he beat Ugas, though, I was shocked by that, the way he stood in there and was warring with him like that. But I thought,
Yeah.
look, you war against that like that with Crawford, you're going to take too much punches and eventually you're going to go to sleep. Mm, that's why. But that was impressive when he beat Ugas. And people said he weren't the same then. And he still won that fight. Mm. And look, he ain't fought since. What happened to the rematch with Crawford? He said he could beat him if he went up a weight to 154. But that ain't been the case.
He's got a lion heart in it, so I think he
Mm.
just wanted to put it out there that he was gonna do that. But
No,
really,
I rate Spence though. You think he went
really,
in there and
really,
he fought. You see what I mean? He fought with what he could. I reckon there was something wrong with him though in that fight.
Defo needed some more like tools in the box, like so that's
Mm.
why he needed to go back, look what he could
Yeah.
do. But
And
yeah,
I think he was struggling with the weight as well. He was because even his
yeah, he
power
looked
punches,
drained. Yeah, he
it
looked
didn't back
drained.
up Crawford at all. Yeah, he looked
Yeah, he
drained.
looked drained,
So
man.
I don't say Crawford's beating the best Spence. No way. But he won. You see what I mean? Mm. Yeah, Spence coming there big in that, but he should be campaigning at light heavyweight the way I see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep coming down to welterweight at his age. I don't think he should be doing that. That's what unraveled Roy Jones. When he kept going up to light heavyweight and then went up to heavyweight to fight Ruiz and come down, he was never the same. If you blew on him, he was falling on his backside. Messes up your punch resistance, messes up your health. I don't think the man they're chasing greatness jeopardizing themselves for that thing, and no one don't care about them if they get knocked out or if they do lose. They laugh at them and said, "Yeah, yeah, he was a great fighter, but look how much times he lost." I said, "Yeah, because they're doing things that no one really does in the name of entertainment and to
Mm.
show the greatness. They're daring to be great, and they're jeopardizing themselves. And if a man like you mocking them, making me see you on the street, see if Roy and Spence don't punch you up. You see it." Yeah, so there are a lot of ones talking like this, but I say go in there with them and see what happens. Same with Wilder when they people used to mock Wilder about he don't have the skills and he's this and that. I said, yeah, you go in there with Wilder, see what Wilder do to you. And a lot of people come with this talk and that and make you see if don't get ras up. You see when Wilder broke up that troll, innit?
No.
Well, my man actually went to his gym. Yeah. And Wilder handed him his backside.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
Clarissa
yeah, yeah.
Shields one.
Clarissa
I see
Shields done
it.
it again, done it herself the other
Yeah,
day.
the
Yeah, that's
other
what I
day.
told
I
people.
see
Said,
that
yeah,
one. I
I could
see that one.
understand that you say man lost and they ain't the same, but to mock them and say, oh, they're rubbish, they're no good, they got no
Listen,
punch
you see
resistance.
when you see when she had her in the corner and she was dishing out that flurry, that body shot was mean. That body
Yeah, yeah,
shot was
yeah,
mean. Hey,
yeah. No, see, but I'm
listen.
gonna rate them, man. I rate them trolls like that because boy, they've gone in there where a lot of people talk and they don't bother. Yeah, yeah. So I rate them for that too.
Nah,
But
that was
in the main,
serious.
Yeah.
That was serious. I see her just unleashing the flurry. She had her in the corner, just unleashing the flurry. Then she dug one to the body. No, it was mad. It was me.
Yeah, you can't think. I'm telling you.
But yeah,
The
I'll probably
lyrics.
watch the Wilder one in a minute. I ain't
Yeah,
seen that
yeah, the
one.
Wilder one's serious. To be fair though, the troll was more durable than some of the man that he's faced in real life because Wilder hit him with some serious punches and the man weren't sleeping at all. He went unconscious. So he's quite durable. He just got, intimidated by it, like, oh yeah, please. You see? And so Wilder got more vicious in it and then tried to really go for him when the man had to hold him back. But yeah, yeah, that's the thing. You can't thing in there and go in there like that and be like, oh, run up your man. And then you find out what elite pugilism is. So yeah, it's just one of them things, isn't it? But good luck to them man there tonight. Let's hope they don't get too, they don't get too mashed up.
Yeah,
And then we'll
for real.
see. We'll see.
For real, man.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up still, and
All right.
we'll wait for the next time.